Hello and welcome to today's video. This is again Project Crossover, where we're looking at questions that appear on the higher and on the foundation. We are on the paper 2 for January 2021, and this is the regional paper. Okay, hopefully my writing will be a little bit better than that as we go through. Okay, scrolling down, question 1, and I've just realised I don't have my calculator, so hopefully I can get away with this. But we've got a bit of algebra. Always nice to start with a page of algebra. So work out the value of w when y is -2. So we've got 5, oh, the screen's just gone a bit funny. 5 lots of -2 squared. Take away -2 cubed. So -2 squared is 4, because a minus times a minus is a positive. And then the 4 times the 5 gives us 20. -2 times -2 is 4, and then times 4 by -2 gives us -8. So it's minus 8, and that should give us +8, and therefore w will equal 28. Okay, factorise fully. We can divide both those terms by 2, and we can divide both those terms by p. 8 divided by 2 is 4, p squared divided by p is p, and then our last term, 2p divided by 2p is 1, and that always catches some people out. Okay, expand. This is actually a little bit easier. 4t times 3t. 4 times 3 is 12. T times t is t squared. And then 4 times 2, put that negative in now. 4 times 2 is 8. And then t times that number makes a t. Okay, if I'm teaching this topic, expanding double brackets, I like to get pupils to use the grid, and that's because I'm preparing pupils. I know some of us are doing foundation who are listening, but it prepares pupils to do the treble brackets as well. So 5x times x is 5x squared, minus 2 times x is minus 2x, 5x times 4 is 20x, and then 4 times minus 2 is minus 8. We then collect these two terms because they're both x terms, giving us 5x squared plus 18x minus 8. Question 2. Oh, of course, it was going to be a circle question without my calculator. It'll be fine. I'll work this out. I'm sure I've got a pi button on my phone. Actually, I'm going to pause and I'll come back with my calculator. Bear with me. Okay, I'm back. Calculator at the ready. A true lesson that you must be prepared for everything. So the diagram shows a rectangle. We've got that length is 12. I'm going to just say that is 6. And a semicircle with a diameter AB, which is 12. Work out the area of the shaded region. So first thing we need is the rectangle. 6 times by 12 gives us 72. And then we're going to take away half the circle. So pi r squared divided by 2. Pi times by 36, or 6 squared. Oh, shall we write it? We'll write 6 squared over 2. That makes 36 pi over 2, which makes 18 pi. So it's 72 minus 18 pi, but we need to work that out, okay? And by working that out, we just put that into the calculator. I know my handwriting's getting worse. Need to sort that out. That will be 15.45133. So 15.5 is our final answer to 3 significant figures. Okay, now this is an odd one. Question 3. That is not on the higher, so we're not going to go through that one. But this one is, and I've seen a few of these in the past few papers that I've done. So list all the numbers in the set A in section B. So that is in the middle of the Venn diagram. That means it's in A and it's in B. So numbers that we can see that are in both are 24 and 30. That's all. Okay, 24 and 30 are in both. A complement, if this is A and this is B, means everything that's there or on the outside. So it means not in A. That means that, and these are all of the numbers. So actually I'm going to tick these. That's not in A. 22 is. That's not in A. 24 is. That's not in A. I'm noting a pattern here now. So all the odd numbers. It's 21, 23, 25, 27, and then 29. Okay, C is 23, 25, 29. Using set notation, find an expression for C in terms of A and B. So C is going to equal, so 23 is not in A. So there's A, there's B. 23 is not in A. In fact, it's not in B either. So not in A. I really want to say A union B in a bracket like that, but I don't think it's going to be happy with that. So it's the union of not in A. No, the intersection of not in A, not in B. So it's all the numbers that are not in A and the numbers that are not in B. There we go. Happy with that. Just double checking. Yeah, happy. Okay, question 4. Simplify this. So we need 3 to the power of 4 and then k squared to the power of 4, which means we have to do 2 times by 4, giving us k to the 8. 3 times 3 times 3 times 3, as my suspicion suggested, is 81. So 81k to the 8. Okay, here we can divide the numbers straight away. 21 divided by 3 is 7. There's no m dividing, so the m remains unchanged. But then the n to the power of 1 divided by n to the minus 5 becomes 1 minus 5, which is 1 plus 5, giving us n to the power of 6. Okay, last one. Oh, you would have to do that to me, wouldn't you? Here is shape P drawn on the grid of squares. On the grid, rotate shape P 180 degrees, about -3, 2. So because this is 180 degrees, it's going to go all the way around. Doesn't matter what direction it goes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's where that vertex is going to go. And then we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Down 3. And then across 3. And then in 1, 2, 3, 4, and we get to label it Q. There we are. Right, on the grid, translate shape P by the vector 10, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That means 10 to the right and 8 up. Now that I've drawn that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I can just fill in the rest of the vertices, and there's our shape, and we label it R. Of course, you'll be using ruler and pencil. Okay, last part. Describe fully the single transformation that maps T onto U. So this is an enlargement by scale factor. So that's got height, scale factor of 2. Then we need to find the center. So I'm just going to use my ruler. If I draw through the vertices, I should find a center enlargement because we're reverse engineering the ray lines. There we go. And that gives me a center of -3, 3. So I'll give it by the coordinate in order to get that center of enlargement. Okay, that's the first 5 done. I'm going to end the video there and come back for the next 5. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.